Hello and welcome to the Goob for 2024-06-26. That is June 26, 2024. Today's Goob has been brought to you by Viper 9000. London Lime Watermelon Mint. Wow. Does that ever go down smooth? Anyway, the benchmark fund has lost $20 quadrillion. I know that seems like a complete joke and disaster. It actually doesn't matter in terms of our real position because it's basically within the calculable amount. I mean, you can calculate higher values, but they won't. Like, they're like at a certain point, even the Germans are like, yo, buddy, yo, like, yo, do you get it yet? Like, nah, I guess, but really. $20 quadrillion lost. I mean, when we're talking about crypto losses, that's significant. Not that we're doing exactly crypto, it's actually basketing. A lot of the way that the fund actually earns is through friction between the US dollar and the euro. I could explain that, although it would take a little bit longer than we have. Not that there's really a limit either, but I just figure that people don't really want to hear about the friction between USD and euro, really. Well, maybe they do. Okay, basically these two currencies are vying for the top spot as the international currency that people will use typically for trade throughout the world. The US dollar has dominated this arena since the original Bretton Woods Finance Agreement of 1944. And there really has been no challenger, but the real economy of the European Union probably is stronger and especially better regulated than the U.S. economy. And in that way, the euro can be seen as a challenger, but typically trade is conducted in U.S. dollars. That's just the way it's been, and people stick to what they know, typically. Now, there's enough activity in Europe that there's actually friction there, and having a unified currency was a brilliant idea. Absolutely brilliant. And we can view, I mean, this is offensive for sure, but we can view the states, as being kind of like mini Euro nations or whatever, if you want. Like, think about it that way, maybe. No, don't think about it that way. I do, but don't think like me. Okay, we're going to have a brief advert break for Viper 9000. Okay, lemon lime mint. Get it at your local Rough Puff dealer. Wow, goes down smooth. Anyway, moving along. Currently, the benchmark fund is sitting at a pretty overquint, 77 quad overquint, and that's great. I mean, there's not even that much money ever. And this is a real securities position. Having done a few things to a few major companies, I'm not really going to get into that right now. Well, I could. Basically, we're in a buying position that allows us to buy anything and dump it for a penny back into the gutter where it belongs. Ha ha ha! Just kidding. We don't do that. Yes, we do, actually, occasionally. With certain people, they cause enough of a ruckus and they get on the media channel and they say that's a technical glitch because there's no way this can really happen, right? The ECB has given itself up until the end of November to rule on what they're calling the unique case of reinvested dividends. And basically that's the essence of it, is that where it starts to become a major affair is that, these companies are beholden to pay out dividends at a certain rate that they've already agreed to it, like previously at their AGM. Now they're facing a shareholder that is owed insane amounts of money, and yet they don't really want to do that, right? I don't know, or they can't. But it's all there. It says it. It's confusing, right? It's a confusing situation where they're like, what? Who is this? Huh? No, 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 not possible, not possible. And it isn't. But it's the truth, too. It's one of those things where you get around to it, eventually the shit don't matter. Shit don't matter. Doesn't even match us. You don't care. You don't care anymore. You're just whiling. You're whiling on Wall Street. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not even on Wall Street. It's freaking the Court of Passau. Escrow, man. Escrow details. It doesn't even matter. It's like I could show you, but it doesn't matter. No one believes me anyway. But it's true. This has been a Goob. Okay, 5 minute, 6 minute, 20-second buffer, getting on the huffer and the Hufflepuff puffer, rough and puff puff and the diddle diddle leader. This is not an exit. It's an entrance to a completely different perspective, right?